As dawn breaks over Maple Hollow, sunlight filters through the canopy, revealing a world where squirrels manage hollow tree libraries. Butterflies flutter through the air, delivering miniature letters to the forest's inhabitants. The sun ascends, bathing Mira's honeycomb cottage in a warm, inviting glow. The cottage radiates a sense of warmth and welcome, nestled in the heart of the enchanted forest. Dawn's first light kisses Mira's cottage, revealing a fox with fur like a sunset. Her irrepressible energy shines as she bounces with anticipation, ready to start the day. Mira peers eagerly into her pantry, her whiskers twitching with culinary dreams. Her whiskers droop, the shelves are bare, a stark contrast to her earlier excitement. With newfound resolve, Mira declares, "No snacks. I must make Barlow a surprise feast." The sun climbs higher as Mira sets off, her mission clear: a feast for Barlow. Mira races towards the Acorn Archive, its entrance watched over by the wise ancient owls. She arrives, breathless, at the library's grand entrance. With a final burst of energy, Mira throws herself through the doorway. Inside, she shouts, "One cookbook, please." Her voice echoes through the towering shelves lined with ancient books. The wise owls perched above blink slowly, their ancient eyes observing her every move. Deep within the Acorn Archive, a head squirrel extends a paw, its whiskers twitching with ageless wisdom. He offers Mira a book bathed in soft light. The book's title shines, "The Feast of Friendship." He emphasizes, powerful recipes inside. Never skip an ingredient. Mira receives the glowing book. The ancient recipe awaits. Inside her snug cottage, Mira plunges into cooking, her enthusiasm bubbling over. Vegetables become her canvas as she chops with rhythmic precision, a culinary dance unfolding. A flurry of motion as ingredients mingle, a symphony of scents filling the air. Sauces transform under her touch, whisked to airy perfection. A dash of cinnamon, a generous cup of starberries color and sweetness explode in her creation. Faced with dragon root extract, Mira pauses, then confidently substitutes golden honey, a touch of her own magic. In the kitchen, Mira stands calmly, stirring the stew. The stew begins to glow with an eerie pink light. The pink deepens into a mysterious purple. Suddenly, the stew erupts in a dazzling explosion. A cloud of glitter hangs in the air, illuminated by the remaining glow. Gravy drips down the walls, a sticky residue of the magical eruption. In Mira's kitchen, an orchestra of the absurd begins as carrots spring to life, executing impossible cartwheels. A soup ladle, possessed by an operatic spirit, rises from the stew, belting out a passionate aria. Most shockingly, a pie emerges, its crust contorting in a desperate attempt to devour itself. The stew bubbles ominously, a cauldron of culinary chaos. A symphony of the bizarre fills the kitchen as Mira stands by, unseen, unheard. The kitchen transforms into a stage for the surreal, where food comes alive and defies reality. The enchanted mess surges into Mira's garden, consuming all in its wake. Mira watches, her amusement abruptly morphing into terror as she realizes the extent of the chaos. Her eyes dart around, fear etched on her face as the garden is overtaken. Panic-stricken, Mira whispers, "Barlow can't know." In the heart of the forest, chaos reigns as Mira frantically attempts to conceal the evidence of a hidden struggle, her efforts overshadowed by the magnitude of the task. Every leaf and shadow seems to conspire against her, the forest floor an unforgiving canvas of disarray that mocks her desperate attempts at restoration. The weight of her solitary battle presses down, the forest path transforming into a stage for her desperate race against time. Each frantic gesture is a testament to the overwhelming challenge, the enormity of the cleanup dwarfing her individual capacity. The impending return of Barlow looms large, casting a shadow of urgency over Mira's desperate endeavors, amplifying the tension of her predicament. Alone in her struggle, Mira confronts the crushing reality that some messes are too vast, some burdens too heavy to bear in solitude. Barlow strides back into the vibrant forest feast arena, a place now teeming with life and anticipation. Mira forces a smile, a mask of normalcy stretched across her face, desperately trying to conceal the unease within. Horror unfolds as a thick, viscous substance seeps ominously from beneath a tent, its spread a harbinger of chaos. Panic erupts as the enchanted stew contaminates the pristine arena, turning excitement into pandemonium. A chaotic scene unfolds at the forest feast, with food swirling above startled guests. Rusk the raccoon, his fur standing on end, whirls around. Rusk the raccoon points an accusing finger with furious determination. Rusk the raccoon's voice rises above the din, his accusation piercing the air. "You ruined the feast." Barlow shrinks back, the weight of Rusk the raccoon's accusation heavy in the air. In the heart of the forest feast arena, Barlow's face crumbles, a visible wave of hurt washing over him. The emotional blow lands, leaving Barlow visibly shaken. Nearby, Mira's heart aches with guilt and regret. Her expression hardens into a mask of deep remorse. The weight of her actions settles heavily upon Mira. The silence of the arena amplifies their shared sorrow. In the heart of the forest feast arena, Seraphina emerges, her immaculate snowy feathers gleaming under the soft light. With a serene glide, Seraphina surveys the arena, her sapphire eyes reflecting a deep understanding. Her presence alone commands attention, a beacon of calm amidst the chaos. Seraphina observes the scene with a composed demeanor. "A disaster indeed," she says calmly. She continues, her voice a soothing balm, but not beyond repair. In the heart of the forest feast arena, Mira fights back tears as she looks towards Barlow and Seraphina. Her voice cracks with emotion. Mira confesses, "I messed up the recipe and caused all this chaos." Mira's eyes dart between Barlow and Seraphina, her face etched with worry. The weight of her mistake settles upon Mira as she looks towards her friends. In the heart of the forest feast arena, Seraphina kneels beside Mira, her face etched with empathy. Seraphina's expression softens, a hint of respect gracing her features as she looks at Mira. With compassionate eyes, Seraphina commends, "It's brave to admit mistakes." Seraphina's tone shifts to proactive encouragement. "Now, let's cook up a solution." The forest arena watches as Seraphina and Mira prepare to unite, ready to turn errors into triumphs. In the sun-drenched enchanted grove, Mira, Barlow, and Seraphina move with a quiet harmony, their purpose binding them as they navigate the ancient woods. Mira delicately gathers herbs, her touch gentle as she selects each leaf, a silent communion with the forest. Barlow, with a keen eye, gathers fallen berries, his basket filling with the forest's bounty, a testament to nature's generosity. Seraphina kneels by a spring, filling vials with shimmering water, capturing the essence of the grove's magic. In the cozy confines of Mira's cottage, morning light bathes the room as Mira becomes absorbed in the pages of a new recipe book. Her brow furrows with intense concentration as she meticulously deciphers each instruction. She measures each ingredient with unwavering precision, ensuring not a single shortcut is taken. The sun's rays filter through the window, casting a golden glow on the dust motes dancing in the air around her. Lost in her culinary world, Mira continues to follow each step, her focus absolute and unwavering. In the quiet kitchen, Rusk the raccoon moves with cunning grace. His gaze locks onto a cookbook, perched innocently on the counter. With stealthy paws, he advances, plotting to undermine their culinary plans. He stretches out a paw, inching closer to his target with mischievous intent. His paw hovers inches from the cookbook, ready to snatch it away. Rusk hopes his sabotage will throw a wrench in their culinary efforts. The kitchen air vibrates with raw magic, centering on Rusk. His tail flares with electric blue light, a beacon in the room. Suddenly, a cloud of flour erupts, engulfing Rusk's face. The white dust settles, leaving Rusk masked in a comical layer of flour. Seraphina watches, a knowing smile playing on her lips. With a mischievous glint in her eyes, Serafina declares, "Karma soufflé." In the forest feast arena, Mira reveals the feast of friendship. The aroma of the food fills the air, a symphony of scents that tantalizes the senses. A murmur of delight ripples through the crowd as the feast of friendship is revealed. Guests raise their glasses high, their faces alight with cheer as the celebration begins. In the heart of the forest feast arena, Barlow embraces Mira, their figures silhouetted against the fading light. Barlow's embrace conveys a depth of emotion, a silent promise of support and pride. His voice, thick with emotion, breaks the silence with a tender affirmation. "I'm proud of you." Mira is being embraced by Barlow, her eyes reflecting a mix of exhaustion and relief. She leans into the embrace, finding solace and strength in Barlow's unwavering support. The arena fades into the background. The focus sharpens on their shared moment of connection and mutual respect. Sunlight streams through the dense forest canopy, casting a magical glow upon the feast arena. She stands as a beacon of triumph, her face glowing with pride and accomplishment. Her eyes sparkle with a radiant joy that mirrors the sunlight filtering through the leaves. Her voice rings out, filled with self-love and pride. "I'm proud of me too," she beams. The forest itself seems to applaud, the leaves rustling in a symphony of approval. She basks in the warmth of her own success, the arena a stage for her moment of glory. Lanterns ascend into the night, their gentle light illuminating Maple Hollow. The community gathers below, joy etched on their faces as friendship is celebrated. Laughter echoes through the night as music fills the air. Maple Hollow is bathed in a harmonious glow, celebrating unity and peace. In the dimly lit forest arena, Mira searches Serafina's face, her eyes reflecting a mix of hope and doubt. Torches flicker, casting shadows that dance like spirits across the forest floor. Mira's voice is soft, a question hanging in the air. "You think I'll ever be a recipe master?" Serafina's expression is unreadable, her gaze steady as she considers Mira's question. The shadows deepen as the torches flicker, adding to the uncertainty of the moment. Mira's future hangs in the balance, her dream of becoming a recipe master within reach, yet still uncertain. Sunlight weaves through the leaves, casting a dance of light across the forest feast arena. The air is thick with the scent of herbs and spices, promising a feast for the senses. Serafina's eyes sparkle with affection as she whispers, "You already are." With a tender smile, Serafina adds, "You mastered the recipe for honesty."